Good morning, this is MA from Geneva, Switzerland, and we're in day 18 of our virtual school experience. And today I'm thinking about compliance and control. A few years ago, I was listening to Carol Black, a filmmaker and writer, talk about the evaluative gaze and how we can perhaps shift that evaluative gaze from the teacher back to the student. And I was reminded of that as I observed myself struggling with assignment completion in the online environment. I've been watching my colleagues struggle with that as well. Like, what do we do when students don't do the work? How are we putting that into our discipline system? We are writing letters home to parents, and it just becomes a rat race of checking and compliance and control, and I really did not want to spend my time there during this online experience. I wanted to find a better way. I think that this situation, despite all of its challenges, has provided us with a perfect opportunity to shift that evaluative gaze and maybe remove it, not completely from teachers, but at least shift it back to the students. We know what happens when students are about to be evaluated in the regular classroom. They stress out, they put up a barrier, they switch off, and as Carol Black has said, this puts us teachers in a godlike stance. So we end up saying, I'm the subject, you're the object, I know what you are, I know what you should be, I know what standards you must meet. And even though we'd like to think that we're a benevolent God and fair and friendly, it still is the position of being a God. So how am I going to shift that gaze back to the students in this online environment? I think we can learn something about what to do both in our regular classroom and in our online classroom. And so how can we minimize that dehumanizing power of the gaze? Well, in my reflections, I've been thinking about providing myriad ways for students to take ownership of that learning and run the show, prove their knowledge and skills through a piece of work that they can showcase, or perhaps a portfolio of work. Maybe if we provide opportunities for them to self-reflect and monitor on the standards and goal set on those standards that we give them, it will empower them. Maybe we allow students to learn from their mistakes and find their own way through the material. So moving beyond compliance and control and into empowering students might be something to have another look at in this online environment. That's what I have for you today. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.